This is an area that everybody knows very well and intimately, and have caught their first trout there. Their dads took them there, so this is so important to us to make sure that this area is preserved for future generations the way it was for us when we were growing up. This one area around the proposed national monument area is really the core trout fishing experience for West Virginians. We got involved in this process with the Birthplace Rivers National Monument really readily because our mission statement is to conserve, protect, and restore our cold water trout fisheries. The area that's in question with the proposed national monument is an area that trout fishermen from across the entire state, not just in that Pocahontas County region, Greenbrier County region, is really, the entire state of trout fishermen know the rivers in this area really well. A lot of the streams in this area are affected by acid rain, and so the streams that were historic native brook trout streams have been decimated because of acid precipitation, and West Virginia Trout Unlimited and the West Virginia DNR have worked very hard to bring these streams back. And we would really, put so much work into it, but it would be so easy to step back if a simple, Marcellus well pad even was drilled there, and some of these headwater streams from a lot of the impacts we've seen from activities such as this in other states like Pennsylvania. And our main concern as far as the protection here is that we want to see that the way it sits right now and how it's managed now, it looks like this in perpetuity, because any administration really could change the forest plan and we could see a lot of impact from extractive activities, from logging and things like that we don't really see that right now, but we don't know what's going to happen in future generations, and really protection is a component of restoration. I don't know of very many conservationists, anglers who didn't start out catching stock trout on the Cranberry River or the Williams River, But that being said, our primary concern is making sure that native brook trout are protected in future generations. That is our only native trout species, and in these streams where you go and fish for these things, it's a transcending thing, because you kind of step back in time and you're fishing in an area where it looks just like it may have looked when the first white men came from Europe, and so that's one of the reasons why sportsmen get so excited about things like brook trout, is because of that historical perspective on it, and we can't really put a value on that. My first trout I ever caught was on the Cranberry River, and later on the first trout I ever caught with a fly rod was on the Cranberry River. So it had a really special place for me, and I've fished all these rivers. I've fished all across West Virginia from Preston County to McDowell County, and I can say that really I would consider these rivers within the proposed monument to be my home waters. Just something about going back there every time, and it just feels like, even though I don't live maybe in Pocahontas County, it's like a part of me still lives on that river, because it's just so important to get up there and really experience that on an annual basis, and just kind of have that tradition. And I think a lot of West Virginians have really similar experiences to that.